Smile Pumpkin, and I know it's one stream right after the other, but I've gotten everything I needed. Soda, snack, lollipop actually, too. And I downloaded a new game from Steam. Today, or at least at this moment, I'm going to be playing Arcade Spirits. It's a storyline dating sim. Literally what I thought Blush Blush and Crush Crush were when I first downloaded them. And then I opened Blush Blush and went, that's not what I thought it was. But hey, you know, here we go. I love video games. I have no love. I'm not gonna use it over and over. I'm just letting it keep going. Stay with me on full screen. Now I'm ready to go. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Yes, okay. I moved my mic closer and turned up the volume on my stream. Always good to have somebody who can help me out with that. Thanks, kid. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Analyzing. New profile number 237771. Economic bracelet. Lower middle employment category. Bleak. Current emotional health rating low. Wow, thanks. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed? Negative? No, what? Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Negative. What? Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium service for profile number 237771. Justification? Hope. Oh! I feel like I turned these down too much. Okay, there we go. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Name, pronouns, hairstyle, skin tone, clothing color, eye color, and hair color. I mean, let's at least make it look somewhat like me. Got gray blue eyes. I've dyed my hair so often, but it doesn't even matter anymore. Currently, it's like a dark brown. Currently. It's also a heck of a lot shorter. Yeah, actually. Pale. Not that pale. Ah, good enough. Yep. Yep. Irma says, good morning. Good morning, Grandma. How are you today? No, to all my streamers, my last name is not Weller. Grandma says, so far so good. Well, Grandma, I hope you enjoy the stream as well. Name, Kate Weller. Pronoun, they. Is this correct? Pretty much, yeah. Premium level assistance for profile number 237771, Kate Weller, has been activated. For the sake of their hopes and dreams. Wow. It makes me sound so freaking bleak. The following is a work of fiction. All references and trademarks, classic arcade. No, come back. Well, pause and read that. Game titles are used under nominated. Dang it. Arcade Spirits, written by Stephen. I'm bad with names. Level 1. Put your quarter up. What? It is the future year of 20-something, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Oh, so just 2020? Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sincere? I don't know. Robots, maybe. Evil robots? How's that work? I love how the game is confused. It's freezing outside and Grandma's outside. Now I'm inside. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20-something is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, programmers, celebs. Internet trolls, personal assistant AI, Chinese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20-something holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesman, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I've worked at fast food, a hotel, and in some sort of box moving service. Still work at that one, so I'm not giving out names. I've worked as a dishwasher. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the busting metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show ya. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Hey, at least I have an apartment now. It looks like something I built in The Sims. Better yet, it looks like something I built in House Flipper. And I made it my office and I just stayed there. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any slack any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was before today.
You got fired from another job?
I gotta turn up the master volume so we can hear their texts. You got fired from another job?
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay? Why is her voice so freaking low? Hey kiddo, how well can you hear Juniper talk when she says something? I almost can't hear her, but I can hear you good. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Okay. Well, at least I know it's not my headset being weird. Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean, community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away
What's
from
the
home?
point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? Nope, I can't have her echoing in the background. If she ain't talking, she's not talking at all. I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us. I thought you hated your job. No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguard duty. Like the lifeguard job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants and... Your dream job? Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. I haven't. Oh, hey. I think I got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code into the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's Virtual Life Coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he hadn't got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. Ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. But don't think too long, right? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us against any dark forces aligned against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something she's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest will act as a nest, as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch the bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she'd left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out, I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? I mean, let's give the weird little app a shot. I mean, it can't really do any bad. Worst thing it really does is waste 2 hours that I could be spending looking for a job. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I load it up, tap the icon, and awesome! Hello! Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me? I went, huh? Sounds about right. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distinct future year of 20-something. Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the app-supported free version sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have a pizza anytime? Wow! Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? No! Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Pack. No. So the thing is, that's how that works. But I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose I'm the modern parlance. A massively interconnected database searching visual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest. Sounds about right. That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? What the hell is going on? Sure, why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it'd work just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing all your personal and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent pending, super duper identity identifier system. What? It sounds like it's gonna be a freaking identity scam. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? No. Nah, I'm good. Skip tutorial. I'd like the tutorial, but at the same time, I don't want to listen to all of this. So let's no. You don't want to find out about my personal analysis system? Okay, that works too. I can read you like a book, no matter what. Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that? Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course. You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule. No, silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passion. I can even help you find romance. Romance? Seriously? I'm going to my friend's house. I will be back soon. Okay, bye-bye. Seriously, often you can find your soulmate in your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gaining employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression if I meet the right person. Why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Sure, I'm open to the possibilities. If I meet anyone nice, romance with flirty first impressions. Nope. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one at least. Romance without flirty first impressions. I'm not interested in romance, Iris. No romance, just friendships. Romance, but I'm not going to make myself look like an idiot on the first day. Right now, I'd rather focus on finding career. Any sweet loving can come later, if I feel like it. Yep. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not, it's up to you really. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information database. Aha, I knew it. It is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathroom device and sneak in. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 70 self-help books on my shelf, still 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead. Analyzing. Please enjoy this recorded music. So, do I just stand here or... Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. What? Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? What? For your interview, silly. You ought to look your best. But we just... How? Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. You're gonna move on. Tut tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening, but I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go for a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could get dressed for Iris's job interview. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. Why is it always the kidneys? But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believed the silly app claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. But well, it'll be worth a laugh at the very least. Yes, I choose to trust in the science. What science? What is my dream job anyway? I'm curious too. Based on the title of the game, I'm guessing I'm gonna work at an arcade shop. What the hell? Let's do it. Yep. Like I always say, go with the flow. Nah. What the hell? Let's do it. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in here. So what's the harm in driving into something wacky? Okay. There could be a lot of harm. Guaranteed. But the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks, then go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it, I'm on this runaway train, let's see how far it goes. Yep, that's about my personality. Hello, Dakota, I'm guessing that's you that's back. If not, hello to my wonderful new viewer. I am playing Arcade Spirits, and so far it's interesting. As I come to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Yeah, that sounds about right. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Although my destination isn't nearby, isn't nearly as upscale as that. Well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19-something Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight of a space as possible. That's an accurate description. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enums, which sounds, what do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. Yup. 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 No, I mean about your future workplace. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh? Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-referenced your personal details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really? You know what? I think I would actually have fun working in an arcade. Then again, almost all the arcades are closed because COVID. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and get a job, or at least try to go and get a job at Dave & Buster's after COVID. So I need a second job. My dream job? Really? With 99.97% accuracy. Yes! I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers and celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune. But those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980-something, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. If this game was complete poop of butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are games considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Relatively. But hey, we're coming back big. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but, I mean, are you sure about this? Are you saying 99% sure? 99.97% sure. Wouldn't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived. This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, oh yeah, I gotta go flashback. 15 years. Oh, Jesus, how old am I? arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework. Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I was designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of the database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think it's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database counts for my family curse. We've always had to, compromise, settle because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket. Take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recover before, I'd recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Oh, bye. Showtime stage! Awesome, it's an off-brand version of DDR. Freaking love that game. I suck at it, but I love that game. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I didn't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? Japanese import? Probably. Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration from Nihana Heavy Industry Concern? Really? And Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa. Is that seriously Mr. Moppy's Magic Maze? Pac-Man! But the one in the middle with the spirit screens is a new one to me. I want to see Duck Hunt, or a version of it, pinball machines, skee ball. It's so stupid when you have to stop the light on the freaking... That one is a Pac-Man. And I don't know what these are. That's a golf one. I freaking recognize the stupid ball. I sucked at that too. I don't know. Fist of Discomfort. With the split screen is new to me. Oh. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be my boss. Don't call her an old lady to her face. Ooh, claw games. And the change machine. Um, sorry ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looked up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile. Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new at Funplux. What? Francine's Arcade Funplux. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to nick off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980 something. Now it's just Funplux, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear? Funplux. Is that when you suplux a clown? No. Genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. We've been in business for 20-something years. Storm of 1980. I wasn't technically alive for that, but I heard it was pretty awful. oh jeez. Oh, we've endured many non-Easter around these parts. You get used to it. My little kid stood the test of time and withheld all elements. We've actually been around since 1970 something, back when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage. Pinball's still all the rage. Oh, now times change. That long. But I thought the arcade business was high risk. Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Actually, are you here looking for a job? For work, perhaps? Yes. I am currently classified as job seeking, yes. Rather than saying unemployed. Oh, thank goodness. I've been hoping someone would reply to that ad I posted on the webs. Please call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplux. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplux, named after my dearly departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having that information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Kate Weller, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyways? Oh, eventually just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. Beep, boop. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, done. She squeaks an eyebrow. Well, now that's faster than the others. Not bad. Thing is, they actually stopped playing the beeps and boops in the background when my character said done. I had already tuned them out way before that. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous What? Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, he's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all of the standard questions. I've interviewed what are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, and ready. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? God, I was just playing freaking dinosaur What? At a job interview, I was asked what type of tree I would be. If you were a tree, what type of tree would you be? And she's like, huh? Was my first answer. Like, huh? Like, yeah, I'm sorry, could you repeat that again? I don't think I heard you. She's just like, what type of tree would you be? She's like, okay, so I did hear you. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a difficult job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt about it. Big head, tiny arms. Pterodactyl soaring through the skies. Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoy salad. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl would I love this. I've always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird. So, pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up drafts, and staying way away from meat eaters. Really? How exciting. Even if, technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs. Huh? What's your favorite snack? What? Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos. With snacks? Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. Pizza's on a bagel. You can have. Shut up, hush you. Come down here. I don't have all day. After giving a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos are also my favorite snack. No. Tasty apple with almond butter. No, whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. I'm not picky, really. Whatever calls to me most is what I choose. Whether it's flamin' hot Cheetos or gummy bears. Literally in the work break room. Very interesting. I see you go with the flow. A team player. It's kind of my thing. You know what they say, you're not what you eat. Or you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one. What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse? I have a whole freaking zombie apocalypse survival guide. Bring it on! I also collect swords as a hobby. Is this an interview for real or is this a dream? Both. Okay, as I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I assume she's 130% serious. Engineering, I can make stuff. I'm pretty decent at making stuff. Medical. And hey, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. With my mother's medical issues, yes, to be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day one. Also true. I'm not that fast. I'm not that fast. But I'm stubborn as hell. Medical. Definitely in a world without lawyers, I'm sure I can do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take first aid class when I worked at previous jobs, and CPR lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will be exposed to assorted patient zeros, and will be the first ones eaten. Yes. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing. Why are you here? I don't know. A little genie in my phone told me, and I said, fuck it, why not? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you. I came about the job offer. You're seeking a job, true, but that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of Funplugs as more than a collision of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at the time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. As I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie, and for my friends it lies within the Funplugs. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that, but the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted, and he didn't last long. So, I ask you again. Why are you here? To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Sounds alright. Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I needed to actually think this through. It's a Funplugs. A plux of fun. And I like fun. True. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. Also true. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. Definitely a good answer. If I don't dare take risks, I'll be stuck. Confused silence. It wouldn't be silence. It would definitely be an What time is it? It is already 6 in the morning. Jesus. I've been playing this one game for an hour. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. To be honest, ma'am, I don't know. Not yet. I've been avoiding the question for a long time, just making do getting by, settling for what life will give me. Maybe I should want more than that, though. When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time. But that was long ago. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want a job. I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to take my work just as seriously. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupant. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoy this role as lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate said she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just fitting a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I accepted really involved. I get to go tell Juniper I get a job. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk. Welcome to your new position, Kate. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glanced at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any least. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Oh. Well. I wouldn't get that bored, but, you know, I might get that irritated. I wouldn't actually do something like that, though. I'd take a deep breath and work through it. Still, I've worked with those people. Usually it would be a coworker, but this place seems like it'd have good coworkers, right? There's always gonna be that one, though, right? Anyways, continuing. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. Oh, I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all of the administrative nonsense. I want to be you one day. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Look at that smile, eyes happy. Okay then. I adjust my seat on the semi-comfortable stool. Leaning against the desk beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be hoping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Yes. Try to pick one. And even now. Oh, I've already my mind. Oh. Sweetheart, it's a weekday. Don't worry about it. I carved this sweet and I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set or a light up yo-yo. I'd start playing with that shit. You see behind the counter just playing with a freaking yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer, that's not a customer, of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Oh no. See? Or maybe not. Nope, just walked right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break, or unwashed, unemployed game afficionado. In fact, he's a snappy dressed, seemed a cool dude. Wow, he's pretty stuck up. No. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. I can read. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Hi, you've got a is so. I literally have my needle and thread right next to me. Let me fix that, please. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? You must be Gavin. Oh, you don't look happy. What are you doing behind the desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. I'm Kate. I am Francine. I had some work done. I'm the new hire. Not that anybody wants prices. Nope. Pleased to meet you. I'm Kate. Hello, I'm Kate Weller, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat. It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian? What? I'm gonna have to look up the definition of that. Hold on. Person who is from 80 to 89 years old. Ah, well that makes sense. No. Is the stream still going? Stream's still going. I bumped a button and it said I logged out. She's like, no, I have a stream going, you can't log out. Anyway. And loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wear her down. So she expanded the job to you. Gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. Hi, Gavin. Sorry. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Right, so, as your no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. What, the carpets? The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around, putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you are our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later. But we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm technically business in the back office. Making sure the whole thing doesn't fall into bankruptcy. That's why Francine loves filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you likely gathered. That's not easy to say you're alone out here. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever work a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't. I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi in that order. You text Ashley or Naomi in that order. That's funny. That's funny. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough. Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement piece. Comprehendo? Relax. I got this. Stress beats me, makes me strong. This is my first pony ride. You can rely on me. 911. But 911 for huge emergencies, right? This isn't my first explosives ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly. Yay! I got a Gavin point. That's what I'm gonna call it now. A Gavin point, an Ashley point, a Francine point, a Naomi point. I don't remember any other names. I think that's all the names. There's only those names, right? Good. I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat here. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. Ha! Cool. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please don't add to my problems. I will try to not. Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softened somewhat afterwards. I take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade. That's my understanding. I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everyone working here wants to work here. This is where they belong for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage the risks so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. I like this guy. He's a good guy. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her 20 years, in her twilight years. Jesus, like 20 years. Wait, what? I know, average life expectancy is, somewhere, like, you don't expect people to make it to 100. Still, like, that's pretty bleak. She seems like the type of woman who's, go with the flow, but is, hell no, I'm having fun, I ain't leaving. Anyway, twilight years, then desperately probing for a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me, last guy to sit here burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits? I am such a misfit. You have no idea. I love the blue tie. ADHD as fuck. I'm still trying to figure out my why. Why so aggressive? I just got started here. No problem at all. I'm a model employee. You don't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker. Gavin nods, satisfied. Hey, I got another Gavin point. Thank you. I suppose that's a good starting point. We can build from there. Anyways, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate if you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway. It'd help us out a lot. Sure. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Either I'm right there annoying you or I'm fucking gone. that door, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be, but he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe. Oh, employees only, also marked with employees only. Leading to the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. In a little room tucked away between the back office and the Funplugs front, I find what is very likely this Naomi spoken only of in myth and legend. Ha ha. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, when I was signing up for, when I was making my YouTube channel, I almost went with, Naomi's Pumpkins as opposed to Little Pumpkin. So, that's why I laughed when I saw the name of Naomi. It's like, huh. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and Funplugs front, I find what is very likely this Naomi spoken of only in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metal fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high that she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello? Hey, you know this room is for employees only, she said with no apostrophe. That's gonna be an ongoing joke, ain't it? There is literally no one watching my stream. And you know what? I'm still having fun with it. Are you lost? Do you need something? I'm Kate Weller. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today. Oh, hi! I didn't realize Francine already found someone. Guess I forgot to check my text. Whoops. She sparks a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of 3 notification messages lie in wait. What thought comes to mind on actually seeing her? No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed virtual arcade nerds were fat and rich guys. No! I was one of those nerds, so no. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. What I first notice is her smile. Even squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board. Even when laser focused, she was smiling happily. Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex Tech. Hi, nice to meet you. I was expecting Gavin though. He usually checks up on me about now. He's busy doing strange things with numbers. Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. You were just going. I think he sent you along to help. Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time. What happened last time? Really? Last time? Well, I dropped it. Oh, alright. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, soldering the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Instead, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Why is it so empty in there? Maybe because it's the first time seeing the game. I'll admit, I didn't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Neil keeps working using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say upright's favor form over functionality. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if it means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, and so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just at a job well done, but looking at the whole thing. It's like a fine sculpture. Ooh, I love that classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold front on the marquee, the bristle artwork. The what on the what artwork? Points out key features to me. The stripes across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Quirky and harmonies give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, I see it. I agree, it's beautiful in its own way. So you're a resident game historian. A bunch of friends looking for this in a row. Looks ugly. Where she stares lovingly at this. Well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator on a game console instead, it's made less. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yay! I got a Naomi point. I haven't saved anything. I've been playing for over an hour. I don't have have I been playing? Yep, hour and 19 minutes. Hour and 20 minutes. Naomi lights up with joy, like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of classic arcade games. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin? Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I can get along with him. Generally, but his whole attitude just... oh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd get the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the fun plus, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seems easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Down gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new person really shouldn't get involved with. Smart move. And yet I'm involved, aren't I? Damn it. I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kinda wanna know too. Clear the air and find out more. Let her keep talking. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat. So, what's there to do that's fun around here? Play games? It's a fun flux. It's literally a flux of fun. Right, I knew that. Sorry, I always ask awkward non-questions when I'm, no, I should apologize. You just started here, and I'm dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed are different things. Anyways, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person at least. Damn it. Well, you're a person that's not... She's trying to make me cry. No! Screw off. I missed the insult then. Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left. You're right, careful. Now, forward, right, correct, I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and careful, carefully. Tip it into place. 3. I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But let's see. Hold on. I want to see if I can get the volume to work. It's been forever. Thanks for helping me out, Kate. I think you're gonna do just fine here. Just great here.
Hey! Listen! Hey! Listen!
Oh my god, it's Navi.
Hey! Listen!
Hey! Listen! Hey! Listen! God, it's... Ooh, I like that. Because the pixels look blue. Happy to... right. Stomach growling. Food required, except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack my lunch.
Pizza on a bagel.
Now I was just talking here, but if you had a pizza on a bagel, shush. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know, wait right here. Bye. Yep, that's about right. She's like, oh, wait right here, and it's just fucking disappear. So wait, where are you? Hi. And she's off scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go. Huh? She passes a box of lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles, and all sorts of good healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. Yeah, that's about right. She's like, what are you doing here? Oh, okay, hi, how are you? What? 180. She is the embodiment of me when I'm not being emo. And even then, just whoop. What do you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine, or go hit the whole story next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy? See you after lunch. That's something that I would do. She's like, bye. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's gotta love these games, and it shows. Giving me her lunch, me, a total stranger, that's kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories too. Yay! My character's just as much of an animator as I am. God, I've got two computers running in here, mine and my dad's. And so it's so freaking hot in here, but I can't open the door because I know I'm loud when I record or when I stream, and I don't want to wake up my dad. He's gonna be waking up in like 10 minutes anyway. Quick save. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Wait. That means nobody's watching the floor. Who's watching the floor? Who's watching the floor? Ah! The room where I had my bizarre job interview for suffice for food times. It's not much. A few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Jesus Christ. Hi, Ashley. No, I genuinely haven't played the game, but based on all of the names I've heard, that leaves this to be Ashley. Incoherent screaming, coherent screaming. Oh wait, death? Well, this was a good run. Death by Floofy Monster was definitely not something I considered in the thousands of ways I pictured my own death. Honestly, I thought I'd pass doing something I loved. Alas, may the Reaper take me swiftly and painlessly. Rude, this Floofy Monster has feelings too. Hi, Ashley, Death Incarnate. weren't my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think.
Hey,
Think!
so...
Hey,
sorry
I'm sorry if I
traumatized
traumatized you, really.
Can we start over, maybe?
Can we start over, maybe? These are just... Not that. Nope. Bring my settings back over here, please. Nope, my master volume is up to 100%. Well, that sucks. I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
Hiya.
I'm Ashley. And I'm Kate. I'm also Pinky, the Funplux Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity. What? The Funplux what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gen was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph? Me? No. Oh, I thought you had recognized Pinky from all of the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplux, after all. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
What?
You work here? Since when? Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, hi.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplux. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just armored with the just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie and wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code, justifying me. It just keeps going and going, and Ashley got quite the imagination, alright? She's definitely passionate about a fictional scenario. Is this how I came across to people as a creepy trespasser? The way she just keeps taking an idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kinda dig it. It's amazing how much of this is me. She has a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. If only I had the patience to sit down and write. I barely have the patience to sit down and game. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped. But for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Whoops! Sometimes I get swept in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Thank you! Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez. I didn't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Hell yeah. Cosplay? Oh, don't you fucking... If you know anime, you know goddamn cosplay. Unless you're questioning what cosplay she's doing, you know what fucking cosplay. As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize the character you are. Empowering? Really? Hell yeah. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few... Yes! Definitely! You wanna try? Got a few game characters? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation, initially? Yeah, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? Scared the shit out of me. At least it scared the shit out of my character. I just went like, how high is Ashley? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. Hey, I'm pretty good at sewing. If you were going to for terrifying, then yes. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. Oh. Let's not be rude. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty interested though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're taking on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. I get an Ashley point. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the fun plugs to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans and glances around the room, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyways, we were next to Showtime stage when she tugged at my arm and whoosh, off came the arm. The little girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you are consistently scaring people, and it's not just me.
No.
Hey now. Yep, sounds about right. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is the thing I am attending to when I am not going into cardiac arrests. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. Yay! I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. Oh, that's funny. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had the chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make it ready. Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously? So, are they going out? Haha. Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. people. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Kate. Consider the marks. Beep, 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 beep. Kate. What do you want, Iris? I didn't mean to do that. If anybody just heard that loud crunch and was sucking on a light pop and was going to talk, I accidentally bit it and the whole thing shattered in my mouth. So I now got a ton of tiny sharp pieces of candy in my mouth. What's that sound? I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
No!
It's no good. Kate needs their calories. You eat up, I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough, thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down Bryce in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. Ashley's got a lot going on in that head of hers. I just don't understand it at all. To be honest, that's literally how my head works, and I don't understand it at all, so... That way, Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about, just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly, I break, and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done and late rise pros are headed out for their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. For starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers, good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? An irritated customer near Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze, someone cursing up a storm at Vista Disco, a loud crowd around Showtime stage. Loud crowd still. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or thought. Foreign object debris! Keep it off the airfields! Sorry. It is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. 1 year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and come back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home the record $5 million prize pot. Holy, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of... And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. VOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the f?
Yeah. Autosave real quick. I will be back. I'm going to check to make sure my dad's actually getting up for work. Alrighty, I am back and my dad is on his way to work. What the actual was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be f***ing me. There's no way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. This game. It all night long. Get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey, did I forget to mention that I brought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. You could... XP share technique is with creep waves. Take this. 5-fold explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No!
Oh, GG.
Oh, GG, Potter.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
My dry eyes painfully blinking, making me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely stuck and couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face. Hey kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before? Oh, seeing as I didn't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opted to take a moment to collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. She'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. Why so rude though? What a sore winner. Does she act this bluntly towards every new person she meets, or grumble whenever she's on the losing end of a fight? It's off-putting. What happened to good sportsmanship and being nice to your fellow human? Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like it's creepy. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention. So, are you going to quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7? From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professional competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working. You work here? Yes. Good job. I enforce arcade law within the suitable blocks. I'm actually pretending to work here. Sheesh. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game meets your order, you come to me. Ha ha ha. Wait, you're serious? Okay then. Welcome aboard this runaway train.
Come again?
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are? I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Kate. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. We gamers gotta stick together. I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Argo style, FOD lane pusher. Specialist for L7 Gaming. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shout, no one can defeat me, Queen Bee. Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purr and Tio. So, you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen this one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you are talking about.
Oh.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Nope. Sure, I'd like to learn. Nope. My internal sensors are going off, and they're telling me to reverse and leave this conversation ASAP. No, I think I'm okay without that.
Come
On! Where's the fun in that? I'm just going to show you how it all works. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's got rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet. So I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all of my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Hold on, my dog is barking. Alright, I just let my dog outside and since it's freezing, I'm gonna go stand by the door and wait for him to come back in. She's so cold. Alrighty, I am back. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras dangling, damaging the paint job I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There is so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of VOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right
Nope,
now?
No way.
No, that was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a plenty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it was a bunch of fodder. As in fodder, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea, yes. I don't like Queen Bee. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Beep beep. Beep beep.
What the?
Fuck. I'm gonna go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want to get in trouble with Gab. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep its PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me to return to her fist of discomfort game. Queen Bee flies up her broadcast rig, fires up her broadcasting rig, and the shouting and milder swearing started up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Queen Bee may be certified. She's got a volatile personality, to say the least. I can't stay. I can't say I clicked with her in the slightest. Really hoping having a trash-talking FOD game running wild in the arcade won't be a long-term problem. Let's see, what to handle next. My Mutant 4 attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Breathe up and finish your game. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Kate, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can feel her wince at the man curses up blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick that fat piece of off this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of shit's side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again, twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moppy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Mopey. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Yeah. A bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting at 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Whereas this guy would probably put it, holy fuck, that's a high score. Excuse me. Right, sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounded classier when dripping in his British accent. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finished clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes simply deplete. As he's pulling out his wallet, without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? Just fucking buying the machine? This is not something I prepared for on day one. For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. That's not even in 20s. Dude rolling in Benjamins. One moment please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already had the Messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. Thank you, Iris. Trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Mopey for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? Do it, dude. Just do it. It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was gonna catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. He was 200, but I'm not sure we should sell. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. Sell it. I'd say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours. I quickly pocketed the money, feeling vaguely like a thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this old thing out of here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right where it is. But you bought it, so I can play it whenever I want, for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the fun plucks. Naomi would cry. We couldn't have that, right? Like this dude. Oh my god, he's freaking wearing Mr. Mopey's shirt. I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad, to be fair. He had been kinda ignoring that he exists. Man, what kind of arcade is this anyway? I'm going to Deco's Palace. Go ahead. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. What a disagreeable fellow. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pretzels, zapping ghosts, monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this Gunzo Rich guy actually is. He seems to care about more than just this game. Splashing around the cash. Aren't we Mr. Moneybags? Taking me from some wallowing around in the lower tax brackets, the rich can do whatever they want whenever they want. Yep. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of Funplex. It's a home and a family, for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando out the door in favor of this guy. So, you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while playing. Of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier. That's me, Kate Weller, Arcade Wrangler.
Lovely.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better. So, you've seriously just been playing Mopey all day, huh? What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Mopey cabinet once, had it in my flat, but played it by myself, alone in the dark. It's not the same. I need the atmosphere. The beeps and boops? No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotion around me to play at my best, at my finest. Naomi gets that. She keeps Mopey in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working in the morning shift, hours and hours. He's still only about into this game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health conditions to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a platter of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he made me sick. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. So you must have a solid job, good income. So, gonna get your Mopey dipped in gold? Your score is more important than your bank balance? So I take it your high score is more important to you than your bank balance? The way you just decided to buy Mopey, I mean? I got a Percy point. I didn't realize that was an option. Of course, the score is more important than anything. Except eating and paying rent. More important than anything. A few hours of day trading after I go home keeps the bank balance in balance. Anybody could do it if they have the head for numbers. He pointed to the current score at the top of Mopey's screen. If I'm gonna define myself by a number, this is the one I choose. I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's a passion that matters more. I have my passions the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Be seeing ya, Mixweller. Yet another weird customer in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkie you hear about in documentaries, obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. Well, he's a Fun Flux regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see. What to handle next, the only thing left. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since my first half of my shift was completely and utterly solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback to the 1980s. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It used motion tracking sensors hidden behind the color spotlights to check dancers' pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Kate? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Toad's impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing. And one day, maybe I'll even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gymnastics and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, that's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to have two well-on work, but you know, whatever. Back when I was stomping around on the dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. It has arrows. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Hey, wait, you're new here, right? Yes, very.
Hello there.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo. Teo's the best. Greatest guy here. He's sort of like our, leader. Yeah. Oh, please, I'm nothing really. He looks directly into my eyes. Nothing as special as you. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small and we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our
Care to
gang.
dance?
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game? Teo stretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Slightly decline, shake your head no. Go for it! You couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be freaking. Whoops. As a kid, I remember stomping around with his dad's mats. Why not try out 20-something's hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this. Hey, I got a tail point. As I'm about to step up to the stage, an anonymous shiver crawls down your spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see your face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Kate. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant, Kate. Kate regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Kate. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't exactly seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, wanna film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. Can you disperse your fans for me, please? That one. Good, we can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band, unless you wanna film one of those retro 1960s public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd. Ooh, yeah. I got another tail point. I don't even know what I did. Guess we're kind of overdoing a little shaking hands with danger. Oh, my sister stopped by for a minute. What are you playing? Julius found diamonds in Minecraft. Well, congratulations to Julius. I don't think you're here anymore, and I'm still playing Arcade Spirit. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep this area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man, but why? I like my spot. Well, now you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. Skate's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Yep. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Kate's just doing the job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a similarly orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? And I'm genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better. Didn't mean to cause trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you do.
Absolutely.
Hey, you should still join us later, maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time. As long as that dancing is within the law. Carry on, Officer Kate has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Tail. Hey,
No
thanks.
problem.
No problem. I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's gotta be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, there's a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I didn't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me. Not bad. First day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you while others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan, my texts aren't free. A valid point, I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork if you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Oh yeah, that. Redstein hasn't fired them yet, right? An adorable neighbor joins the impromptu staff gathering. Kate's off to a great start. Here's your first day, following by many more. Here's your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, the quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? Told Francine I wasn't sure I was here, but that I was willing to try and find out for myself. It'd be silly to think I'd find my purpose after a single day, but on the whole, that day's been pretty decent. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. What more could I want? What more could I want? Well, I don't know, not yet. But I'll find out, one day. We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself, I've still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on, don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Really? You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Ah, well, whatever. I want to see him play pinball now. That's one of my favorite arcade games. Okay, the fact that the eyes are on the side of the head, that's what's creepy about it. Ah, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad day. Not a bad way to end my first day. By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon. Huh? Oh no. Oh geez, it's 8 in the morning. Uh. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all after dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. Sorry, I meant to tell you, viewers, but I plump forgot. A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5 years old? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Oh, they're gonna wreck your games and pull your feathers and oh no, that's not. Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. It's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dearies. Get back here. Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take Ticket's desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Kate, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They're coming. God, I think we're entering the boss battle. Better than quick save. Let's just do a full-on save. I was gonna finish this section and go to sleep, but it seems like this section ain't even over. I'm not even sure. I know that. Which sucks because we don't really have breakfast food. And I don't want to eat ravioli right before I go to sleep. I did that last night. I wonder if we have waffles in the freezer. If so, they're probably freezer burned, but I wonder. I'm gonna go and get another soda before I deal with this soda. I should be drinking water. I'm not, but I should be. I'm back. Got carbonated flavored water, actually. So I get the flavor and carbonation like soda, but it's water. Gotta stay hydrated. It's strawberry watermelon flavored. Who's ready to start the boss battle? They're coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly, reporters! These two look like they're amazed by everything. You kind of look like your big brother who got dragged along to somebody else's. And you actually look like you're gonna try to break things. An explosion of small humans rushed the doors, bursting in the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, even just pretending to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them, Gavin armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. No, Teo, don't leave me! Don't leave! Good thing Queen Bee left. Keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kids, I guess. Oh, what about the one guy who's... What about the Mopey guy? What about Mr. Mopey's magical mazes? Is he still there, or did he leave me too? That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. A few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. I know the game! Talk about Frogger. Yay! Eventually I spot 3 possible problems on the rise. Okay, professional floor attendant is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Oh, no. God, no! An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. Teo can handle that, if need be. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. God, help! Okay, kids fighting over a box of cupcakes could be disastrous, and I think Naomi would literally cry if somebody got icing on her games. Queen Bee might be difficult to handle with the kid, but I'm pretty sure Teo can handle it and basically tell Queen Bee to fuck off. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. Percy's a sweetheart and will probably just give her tickets. And Gavin will probably... Gavin's literally the money man. Help the girls first. They're dying. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo. Oh god. Get the cupcakes. Save the kid yelling at parent yelling. I can smell disaster on the wind and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blob cupcake cakes was superior to actual birthday cake, but there are clearly larger issues at stake than that. I want a chocolate cupcake. I didn't take all the chocolate. Don't take all the chocolate. I want want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes. No fair. Everybody gets 1 and mine's gotta be chocolate. Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one. Finders keepers, losers weepers. Parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and weather, the weather and the PTA and staff. Meaning, while the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! I wanted chocolate! As blobby ones of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the Quinop games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick, one of the kids wiggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way, as does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for the flying confetti. Act fast, Kate. Try to save them both. That is a bad idea, and it took away my goddamn save. I know how hard. Try to save them both. Quickly hurl myself into the action. Get down. Oh, wow. Nimbleness gets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated Molter fire impacts against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not completely protect them. No! Naomi seems to get the idea and shields the game with her body. A few stray cupcakes that missed me hit her, but otherwise no damage done. Ashley takes a few shots, unfortunately, but it could have been worse. As parents were round up the cupcake war instigators, Naomi and Ashley kneel down to check on my fallen form. Kate, are you okay? Could be paralyzed from the neck down. Kate, blink once if you're paralyzed, blink twice if not. I'm not paralyzed. Oh, hey, or you could talk, that works too. Naomi helps me to my feet, although I have to be careful not to mingle my icing with her icing in the process.
Ugh.
Days like these, I'm glad I wear an apron. Ew, cupcakes are food, not fashion.
Oops.
Colored icing is just the worst. I think I can get these 2 out, but with some cup of soda, fortunately. Guess they got all of us, but Kate worst of all. Yeah, that was super selfless of you trying to save us from the splatter. Speaking as a floor attendant, you score a silver medal. Despite all of us ending up splattered a little, they seem in good spirits. I should try to keep that rolling. My cupcake foo is not strong enough. I must now go meditate under a waterfall and train for 10 years. No more cupcakes to stop me. I am a hardened and stalwart defender of this arcade. Never mind me, how are you two? Anything I can do to help? Unfortunate that my learned skills in the mastery of mid-air cupcake retrieval failed me in this hour of need. I have dishonored myself in my arcade. I must train for 10 years, during which I can let the shame of this incident drive the fire in my soul to greater heights of cupcake defense. Just have Ashley daydream up a training montage for you, some effect, but saves a lot of time. I am at your disposal, although my screenwriting fees are industry standards if you want the full Ashley treatment. Anyway, thanks Kate, that was a complete mess, but I guess it could have been more of a complete mess if you hadn't done it. I better get back to fixing this joystick. You should clean up and get back to it. Also, the party's still going. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. And hey, good work. If you'll excuse me, I need to go clean up poor Pinky a bit. They could have gone better, but it also could have gone much, much worse. Most importantly, I kept their spirits up. Even Ashley, who has clean icing out of her fuzzy felt, came out of it cheerful. With a brief nod from Gavin, I catch one of the official Flux t-shirts and replace my cupcake top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. Right, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? I can't help her. Stop yelling at the child! Stop yelling at the child! Ah! The sound of hardship calls me from Fast Cars 5 racing game. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on. Stat. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berating a cowering boy.
I did it.
I didn't. Admit it. I know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm so sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst garbage. Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest, beyond sweet Josh that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so that he could play it for free. Josh earned those tickets from his own allowance. And I won't let some devil child steal his money. Let's just make a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something's not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help, or I could try to solve this one myself. Ask for help. Detective Kate is on the case. I think Teo would be the best option to bring into the situation, but I think Queen Bee is the one as Teo. Teo was right next to the action when it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you could please stop shouting, we can get this all set out. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hand up. Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? Really, I mean, right. Of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks past us and right up to the Fast Car 5 game. He casually slumps in the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points to a car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessary for driving, game, pedal, gear shift, and so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the two coin slots which are vertically stacked on top of one another. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these two identical coin consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? What if I know? Right! It's obvious, the right one. I mean, correct? Of course not, fool. It's the left one.
Exactly.
Kate is correct. What preposterous! See? These import games can be confusing confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. Happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as if not more confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. Yeah. I gave Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at the boy now. How dare you imply my precious Josh was wrong? I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade right now. Oh well, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seats and shrugs.
No can do.
There's just no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. There's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly. Eyes glazed over as he looked into the distance. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. He just looks so upset. I wonder if I should check in with him. I'm gonna pry. Teo, hey, you feeling okay? Something like this happened to you too? Hey Teo, you feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It seems like he really can emphasize with the kids' play. Hey, everything alright? Need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Yay, I got another Teo point. Just reminded me of how I'd get treated by teachers. Notably, I'd space out in class daydreaming they'd rack me over the coals for it, just to assert authority. Totally overkill. It really bums me out seeing adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you saw just now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask. You know, shows you've got respect too. And empathy. You're a kind person, Kate. But I'm not that important. Hey, I got another Teo point. You should make sure that boy's safe and sound. I'm heading back to Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. Thank you! I gave a quick wave to Teo as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, you managed to find the kids, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. Are you going to be okay? Siri just went off. I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone, and I don't think she's going to ever come back. The boy's cheeks still streaked with tears, let a smile spread on his face. Thank you. Tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me, too. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with that crying kid by the skee-ball machines. Oh, she's gone. Well, crap. Pierce looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of OP. Looking for that little girl. I think her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose. Drat, I wasn't fast enough. You can't be everywhere at once, Kate. Cheer up, love. You're still doing better than the last guy who stood at your post. Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent, and with the cupcake war, you did well today. Yeah, and I got a shirt out of it, apparently. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is weird, but I'm not going to say no to praise from my sub-boss. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can snap off when you come back. You know, I really thought you were gonna do something. I was really hoping you two could handle this on your own. Damn it. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes. Yeah, thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. I slip away, heading for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky co-workers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some such cliche? Yeah. But nothing's an easily disarmed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. Welcome to the arcade! I can't wait. I want to try. I wonder if that place is open. If so, I might just apply now. I dropped down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work out kinks out of my sore shoulders. If I get a job, it'd have to be before my night shift work. Cause I know Dave & Buster's isn't an overnight place. And I'm 100% nocturnal. Oh no, I'd have to switch to be a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I say at 8:30 in the morning. And spot an upside down kid. What? Huh? Oh, wait. I'm the one looking backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. But I'm... Okay. No, I don't think I want to overwrite that save. I think I'm gonna want to play that again. Because I'm curious what goes on with the little kid. Oh, how bad does it turn out if I don't go to the Cupcake War? How bad does it turn out if I don't help the kid who's crying? If I don't help the kid who's getting yelled at. Ah! I can look up whether they're open or not later. Nope, not returning. Better. Wait, what's the kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi, and you are? Mikey? Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey, my name's Kate. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employees only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How do you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's milestone. Fine. Being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. It's, well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implications left out in the open. So I guess it's technically safe, but... Please don't send me back out there. Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me I work here. I'm the person who solves problems. No problems. Just don't want to go out there. Don't you want to play with your friends? He gives me the most cynical, bitter laughter I've ever heard out of a kindergartner. I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more before that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work. New kid in town, huh? He nods, mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then, brought him out back to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mom. Right. I might be an adult in age only. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah. Although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town. School to school, never really making any friends. Not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided to just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What's mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to, without really being sad over it. But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right? I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bit my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Kate out if an adult did this for me. So instead I decided to be the adult that the little Kate would have needed. Hey, it could be totally worse. Aliens could attack. It wouldn't always be this bad. Life had ups and downs. Your mommy loves you. That's why she works hard. But this won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid. You take the time you need. I'll stay with you. You know what helps me when I'm sad? Peace and quiet. That's why you came back here, right? All the beeps and boops, the kids laughing, all the craziness, it's too much. So that's okay. If you need a quiet moment, I'll be right here for you. Right here with you. Okay. We sat there in silence for a time. I flipped through my phone, but only half-heartedly. I want to be ready if he wants to talk. For a few moments, he's okay with tugging at his shoelaces and looking at the floor. I don't know what to do. Everybody's having fun. I don't know how. I don't know how to make friends and have fun. I can't even try. I'd just mess it up. It's tricky, that's for sure. But there's a good thing about going with the flow, too. It's not always sad. Think of it like, okay, imagine a cup of water. Huh? A cup of water. What happens when you pour it What happens when you pour it in a bowl? Is the water still shaped like a cup? That's silly, it's bowl-shaped. Exactly. People can be like water too. You know how to be quiet and peaceful? Now you just need to know how to flow. Watch the kids out there. Watch who they talk to. Listen to what they talk about. And when you hear something you can talk about, when it looks like they want to talk but have nobody to talk to, that's when you can have some fun. I promise you, some of the kids out there are just as sad. They want to have fun and don't know how. You could be a friend they need. And Mikey's smiling. It's a big, goofy grin, not the high of happiness, just simple understanding. Okay. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. I'll go back to the party. I got a game. And I'll be a cup of water. Aw. Yeah, can you? I take his hand to lead him out back. I take his hand to lead him out back out to the main room. That's... And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. Sounds about right. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone. In the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them. And they couldn't take time off work. The whole Weller family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we've been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mirror. I'd only known her for a few years. One of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternatively, boring and hectic. Surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Kate. My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggests you are very happy right now. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't. What? What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements. A fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. I also cross-referenced your roommate's posting talking about how much you enjoyed arcades visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know? I try to be. Yay! I'm having fun. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have fled by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse was to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking with everyone though. What do I want to hang out with? Yeah! He finally finished his whooping game and is ready to leave. I'm curious about that. Movie's packing up her gear. I don't care about Queen Bee. Sorry! Naomi Bryan, come out of the closet. I'm crying. No! Ashley quietly repairing a costume. Maybe she could use company. I'm gonna leave Ashley alone. Devin tapping his tablet and frowning. I guess I'll go right. Nah. Devin. Ashley can wait. Fuck Queen Bee. Teo! Cooling down with some Fast Cars 5 before the day's through. Percy! Then Teo. Then Naomi. From there it'll be Ashley, Gavin, Queen Bee. Don't care about Having finished today's high score run, Percy's relaxing a bit by the movie machine, just casually browsing on his phone before he heads off. Ah, good. Market's up. My morning trades will cash out nicely. And the Mopey score? Oh, quite terrible, I'm afraid. I had to restart twice, meaning he played literally 75 cents worth of gaming all day long. Yow. Still, keeps my skills sharp, yes? Practice, practice, practice. Plus, it was quite pleasant seeing all those kids having such a good time in the Fun Plus. I always play better when people around me are having fun. Except for the ones screaming and throwing cupcakes or being hassled by angry parents or having their stuff stolen or, true, your job does Your job does, by its very nature, bring you into contact with those who are specifically not happy. Chin up, love. There are good days and bad days, true, but an arcade is a place where the good ones outnumber the bad. It's a palace of dreams, you see? I glance around at the palace, which is a little more than a hole in the wall of the Twin Pines Mall. It's no Deco Palace, though. That guy's a millionaire. Screw Deco Palace. Maybe I can just work the good days and go on sick for the bad ones. Is that why you keep coming back? Your dreams? So that's why. What's your dream then? Aside from Mopey, or is that basically it? Just nailing the world record? Oh, a suit, aren't we? Yay, I got another Percy point. I suppose I'm here for more than the hot quarter pumping action. More than the relish in the smiles on those around me.
Unpleasant memories.
It's a bit more of a personal matter and not an entirely gentle or pleasant tale. I have no intention of bringing down your bad day another notch with the story. You should focus on the here and now. You've survived a birthday party that's worth celebrating. Well, if you'll excuse me, I should really be heading home now. Job well done, and all that, for both of us. Cheerio then. Yes, tip-top. Cheerio, Governor. Fish and chips, Bob's your uncle, or whatnot. Or, I could simply say goodbye. That also works. With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. No, I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. I only got the one choice. I was hoping I got two. Kate. Good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. I did a dive in front of a swarm of cupcakes, only missing 4. That is way above reasonable. The cost of cleaning our carpets won't be as bad thanks to your quick thinking. Normally, I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I only second-hand account of your performances there, as Teo told me everything. Although Teo isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle the rude customer with a rational and calm attitude, so I'll consider that handled. I'm pleased to say the sales of Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze for a full $3,000 will indirectly offset quite a few of these costs. I'm glad you consulted me on that and stuck to your guns on the pricing. Even if I'd be happy to be rid of the relic entirely. Why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem. Hi, Francine! Are you giving our poor little kid a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping. Naomi's dream matters, too. As does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Poor, isn't Percy stinking rich? Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in the name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Fun Flux is all about. Kate, you understand, yes, the reason why? Why I am here? That's the question she asked me during the interview. Now I think I understand. I didn't really know why I was here when I walked in those doors. Maybe I still don't. But this is the kind of place where you can learn who and what you are, and why you're here. Naomi's here to care for her cherished games. Percy's chasing his dream of a high score. And I'm here because I'm tired of compromising, tired of settling for whatever I can get. I want something more out of life. We're better than this, Gavin. We're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle We seek our why and won't settle for anything less. I see. Oh my god, it looks sad. Kate, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days. But I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Kate? I didn't even hesitate before applying. Absolutely. I'm staying here till the day I die if I can. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Billy's out tonight to hand them to me first thing in the morning, and welcome to the Fun Flux. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Kate. Yay! Jesus. Is that it? Is that it for the day? One bus ride later and it's home again. Home again. Jiggity jig. Is that what I said? Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. So, how'd it go? It went well. Well, or well. Really well. Your little app came through despite being terrifyingly omnipotent. And just a little bit unnerving. You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you hear things worked out. And you even came home with a smile, like when you were a lifeguard. Huh? I guess I am smiling. Interesting. Interesting. I guess it doesn't matter what game I play. I always stream for roughly 3 hours. Even if I'm doing 2 streams, one after the other. By the way, there's just one teensy weeny little question I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels? What? Did I neglect to mention that? Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions? On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits Complete. Level 1? Hey, look, you also won a prize. You'll get one of those for each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden tingles. Do I need to be like clicking all over the screen? Is this break a thing for me? Oh my god, I tapped something. I'm just definitely taking a liking to you. Dance fever. Oh, it's everybody's, how everybody feels towards me. Freaking nerd. I'm a nerd. Hey! Mateo's definitely taking a liking to you. Dance fever. Yeah! Yeah. Queen Bee doesn't like me. I'm okay with that. You're a pretty basic person so far. Not bad. Also, you scored 5,550 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow. That's a lot. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Yes! Save game! Immediately! No, don't overwrite that one. Save there. Why? Because I want to go back and look at some of the other options. No, no, no! I would like to load. Let me just return. Nope, I just... Jesus. Let me just go to my load option. Let me go to the load. Load. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Let's go to Teo. I should have gone to him first anyway. You've mostly seen Teo bust in a groove on Showtime stage, but currently he's chilling with some Fast Cars 5. As I approach, he seems pretty relaxed, reclining back into the seat. No last dance to end the night? Nah, I've danced so much today that my legs feel like jelly, and jelly legs means I've got to rest these calves and try my hand at some of the other games. Do you play Fast Cars 5 much then? Not really. In fact, I actually hate driving, but since I was over here earlier, I figured I could give it a try. And how is it? It's okay, I guess. Okay. Showtime stage, huh? Search your heart, Speed Racer? Just okay, that's it? You just have to call upon the Speed Racer that lives deep within your soul if you really put your heart into it. I know you can win the race. There's only one person I want deep within my soul, and that's you. Teo? I can't. I should have just gone to bed. But I've just never really been good at racing games. My talents lie in dancing and dancing games. As you probably realize, dancing games differ vastly from racing games, and the communities surrounding them do too. Communities? Yes! Is my character an idiot? Yeah, all of us who enjoy the same game come together to play, talk, and appreciate each other's company. Our Showtime stage group meets 5 times a week, and it's always a blast. There's dancing, funky beats, sweating. What more could you ask for? A towel? I always bring an extra or two for newcomers. I was joking. There are several gaming communities that frequent here. You'll meet all of them eventually. I'm happy to report that Funflux has one of the biggest Showtime stage communities in the country. But don't you worry. We aren't a rowdy bunch. Well, maybe a little rowdy, but if you ever need us to settle down, just ask. I'll be your genie. Your wish is my command. Right now, all I wish for is a nice hot bath and a long sit in my favorite comfy chair. I'm pooped. You've had a nice relaxing evening from what I saw. You worked your buttons off. Thank you. I just hope my buns are still firmly attached. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my buns. I'm sure they'd show up behind you. But if you ever decide you need to shake those buns, you should join me up on Showtime stage. Maybe one day. I'll hold you to that, Kate. Anyway, it's been real, but I need to consume food before I fall over. I'll catch you on the flip side. Teo jumps out of the Fast Cars 5 console and smiles to me as he wanders his way out of the Funflux. With things winding down, there's just one last thing to do. Paperwork! I genuinely think I'm going to save this game. Sorry! This is the one I want to keep. I thought I got 2, which I was trying to get. No! No! Load. Let me go to my quick load spot. Yes. Oh, thank God. Save. Here. Yes. I'm curious. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out. How could they? How could they do this to a poor innocent little Hubert? Hubert, I don't know that game. Hey, need a hand? Oh, thank goodness, yeah. Work on the second player slot for me. I got swabs and stuff in my kit here. Grab what you need.
How frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof machine washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care. But they are toys, right? Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Just, they're also works of art. I know not everybody sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right? The kids have a lot of fun. They're not all mean. Definitely not. Stand up for game rights. How long does a game last, realistically? Of course, you love these games. You shouldn't just let them be abused, even if they do have to make money. Next time you see some kid smacking a game around, stuffing gum into the slot or whatever, you let them know. I'll deal with them. You let me know, I'll deal with them. Hey, I got another Naomi point. Thanks, Kate. It's good to know someone's got my back. Still, I need to be realistic, right? I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really I do want people to play and enjoy these games. And that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin mechs entirely and give them a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want to let the gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow, right? You got it, Naomi. Great. Quick load. Yes. Actually, that was it. Ashley pulled up a chair next to the ticket counter and is sewing fervently. I wandered my way over to the prize corner to see if there is anything I can do. Need any help with Pinky?
Hi.
Oh gosh, that's really nice of you, Kate. And I realized I think this is my first time I've seen her out of the flamingo costume. Apparently, she's not some half flamingo, half human hybrid. Of course I'm not a half hybrid mutant creature. What? How did you? Oh, did I not tell you? I'm a cosplayer / arcade worker by day, psychic detective by night. I solve all matters of crispy crimes with my ability to read people's minds. Even now, I'm looking into your deepest thoughts. Hi! Did you just come back? Empty my mind to think of nothing. All my deep thoughts are of cats. My name at work is Cat, by the way. I use Kate for here, but Cat is what everybody calls me at work. Which is why this is funny. Okay, prove it. If I learn anything about Ashley, it's that she's probably one of her storyline adventures I can contest it. If that's the case, then tell me, Miss Psychic Detective. Tell me what I am thinking about right now. Ashley rolls her eyes with a smirk. Relax, I'm just messing with ya. But in my defense, the Quizler look all over your face told me everything I needed to know. It's always weird seeing people out of their costumes. I've done the same thing with other cosplayers. I couldn't recognize them outside of their wigs and makeup. I don't take it personally. Plus, maybe I'll even trick you when I'm in one of my other costumes. But for now, I gotta focus on helping Pinkie out. How bad is it? Well, luckily Pinkie's arm is still intact. My stitch job held up. But some kids pulled out a few of my tail feathers. And I've got a bit of icing to remove, even though you blocked most of it. Ah, right. Sorry about that. Hey, you did your best. This kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just more common at these chaotic birthday parties. I've become quite daft at fixing Pinkie up after these events. See, look at that. That was my last stitch. Not bad, it looks almost new. Aww, thanks, Kate. You know, you did really well out there today. You should be proud of yourself no matter what Gavin says about you. Yeah, wait, what? Well, I'm pooped. I think I'm gonna go home and take a nice bath and relax.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, wait. Come back. Here. Too late, she's gone. Guessing she was just messing with me anyway, right? That's no good. I should really stop thinking. Except now, I'm thinking too hard about not thinking. Thinking about hard, I'm not thinking about nothing. I've done that before. It's like, empty your mind. Empty your mind. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. It's like annoying. It's just a dark spiral. Ashley Lever, I go through the point arcade. Relax, I'm just messing with you. Yay, I got an Ashley point. I don't care though. Quick load. Yeah. Teo. Save, yay. Yes, I want to override. And that's gonna be it for me. It is 9 o'clock in the morning for me. I am exhausted because I am still awake from yesterday. So, I am gonna go to bed. You guys have a wonderful night. Wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning, wonderful evening, whatever. As long as you guys are having fun, enjoy your evening. Bye!